Hi, you're watching The Sovera. This is Amarpal Singh before you. Today, Krishna Pran Breast Cancer Care Charitable Trust, which is led by Cabinet Minister Sanjeev Arora, along with the district administration, they organized an event over here in Ludhiana to aware the public about the breast cancer. We are having with us Dr. Jasneet Kaur, who is Assistant Professor Medical Genetics at DMCH Ludhiana. So we will know what is the importance of early detection in breast cancer and what kind of precautions women should take. So welcome ma'am to the Sovera. And ma'am, as breast cancer awareness program has been organized here in Ludhiana, so what you want to say about the importance of this event?
Yeah, such kind of events hold a lot of importance in today's world since the incidence of cancer is increasing. It's not only because of the increasing number of mutations. You know, there are certain genetic mutations. One by one, I will talk one by one. So, there are certain cancers, like certain breast cancers, which are genetic in origin. It means that they occur because that person, even if he or she had adopts a healthy lifestyle, like he is having proper exercise, he or she, he's taking healthy food, and he's not into any alcohol or smoking, even then that person can have breast cancer in any stage of his or her life just because they are carrying mutation either in BRCA1 gene or BRCA2 gene. And apart from these two genes, there are certain other genes also I will not name because it will be not easy for you to remember. But I would like to tell that even if BRCA1 and BRCA2 are negative, there are certain other genes which if present in a person, they can also increase the risk of cancer. And just like I would also like to clear the doubt of one of the audience who raised a question that madam, is only breast cancer genetic or any other cancer can also be genetic? So in this discussion I would like to clarify that from head to toe there are different cancers. It may occur in brain, it may occur in lungs, it may occur in stomach, that is gastrointestinal system, it may occur in kidneys. So in different areas of our body there can be different cancers which are genetic in origin. So any cancer can be genetic in origin. So whenever you have a cancer is detected, you have to visit a specialist doctor. Now that I am also here, I'm a medical genetics doctor, assistant professor in DMC. You can visit me also, or you can go to any of the oncologist also. They will guide you whether your cancer, depending upon the family history, whether in your family any other member had any of the cancer at young age, or any one person has multiple cancers, like he is having cancer in the kidneys also, he is having some tumors in the brain also, or in the lungs also. So sometimes some composite cancers, you know, if there are cancers in more than one organ of the body, it can also be due to a genetic reason. So I will not be this, because if I start naming the different syndromes like Lynch syndrome or like mismatch repair gene or microsatellite instability, it will be beyond our domain. So just in brief, I would like to emphasize once again that in full body from head to toe, any of the cancers can be genetic. This you have to just visit your physician, just a nearby physician who holds a proper degree to decide whether it can be genetic and get genetic testing done, so that it not only helps the patient, it helps patient in a way that there are certain therapies also which are targeted. For example, if you are BRCA1 2 positive, there are certain medicines named as PARP inhibitors. I would not take the full form, it is beyond the domain. But just in simple language, there are certain medicines which target a particular mutation. For example, if you have EGFR mutation in lung cancer, there are certain drugs which hit that particular mutation. Just like that, in whole over the body, certain mutations are there for which the drugs have been already designed to target that particular mutation, and so the treatment is possible. Second, it helps in the family screening. Suppose if a person is having that mutation and then there is one sibling in that age group, if he or she also gets a genetic test done, they can get active surveillance. Like if we don't get the genetic test done, we will just think that, oh, I don't know whether I will have cancer or not, so I don't need that much surveillance. But this genetic testing awareness is very important. Just like Hina Khanji also told that if we get genetic testing done, we are aware that, oh my God, I'm having this BRCA1 gene mutation, so I need to take care. It doesn't mean I have to live with a fear. I just have to take care that I will have to get this self-examined every month, and then I have to visit a physician every 6 monthly, or in case of any doubt of the symptoms, which I already told. So this was the point number 2. Okay, that what is the importance of this genetic testing. So point number 3 is regarding stigma. We should not consider it any form of stigma that I am going for a breast checkup. This should not be considered a stigma. Why this organ is taken as stigma? It is just like patients, people take sanitary napkins as a stigma. This is a part of a human body, part of a woman's body. That woman can be your mother, that woman can be your sister, the mother, that woman can be your wife. So we should not create it as a stigma. This is the same organ through which a newborn baby feeds from the mother, and we all know exclusive breastfeeding for 6 months is so important. Without that, there can be so many diseases which develop in the infants just because they are not fed. Just because sometimes there are some ladies which don't breastfeed their child, saying that, oh my God, my shape will be ruined, oh my God, there will be so much, there will be loss of elasticity or something. This should never be the case. We should respect the natural process of human body. These organs are made to give milk to feed the newborn baby, and every human being who has taken birth in this world has gone through this stage. So we should respect this organ. This is like any other organ. Just like she told, we have liver, we have pancreas, we have stomach, we have brain. Just like this is like any other organ. So we should not hesitate.
Right. As in today's event, the complete emphasis was on the early detection as well as the self-examination. So how can you guide how can women can self-examine her if she has any lump in her breast or not?
Yeah, just like it was highlighted in the discussion also, you just have to examine with this fingers like this, and then you examine. You can't just examine like this, because if you hold the hand like this, you will be feeling so many lumps. You have to make this use of a flattened finger, so that if any lump is felt, you should visit the nearby physician. And other than lump, as I already told, there can be complaints of discharge of blood or some greenish discharge, or there can be some nipple changes, nipple retraction, or there can be some overlying skin changes. There can be some change in the color of skin, there can be some redness, or there can be some ulcer also. There can be some breakage in the continuity of the skin also. Some ulcer can also be the manifestation of underlying cancer. And sometimes there can be sharp shooting pain, which can occur in any part of any region of the breast, and it can radiate to the arms, it can radiate to the axilla. So sometimes even such kind of symptoms can also be the manifestation of underlying cancer. So early detection is very important for the treatment, because when the cancer has spread, cancer main problem is if it is detected early, the treatment is possible. And I know so many patients, all the doctors know so many patients who are living their life well because of early detection. So if the cancer has spread because if you don't detect at early stage, it can spread to the bones, it can spread to the whole body, and then it becomes very difficult to treat, and so we can't save the person.
So, ma'am, it has been observed that there is increase in breast cancer cases. One thing you mentioned that it can be genetics, but what other factors can lead to the breast cancer, as there is change in lifestyle, change in consumption of different types of food? So what factors you see?
So there are so many factors which can trigger the cancer. Number 1, that is the consumption of alcohol. Number 2, there is consumption of smoking. So even you see nowadays women also do smoking. They feel they are like being trendy, but which is not at all correct. They just follow the bhed chal kind of thing. Like, see, so this celebrity is smoking in that movie, or this celebrity is smoking. They feel they are like generation alpha, or they are like generation next. But it is not true. This smoking is totally injurious to health. Not only breast cancer, it increases the risk of cancer of all the body parts. Right. Be it any body part, because it produces certain harmful substances which can percolate in lungs and can reach to the different parts of the body. Right. So smoking is not at all good for any part of the body. It increases the cancer of all areas of the brain. And also the alcohol. Alcohol, if consumed in moderation, like once in a month, or that too like just a very less amount, then it's okay. But if a person is consuming alcohol daily or in large amount, so we all know it can cause liver cirrhosis, it can cause liver cancer also, and also it can increase the risk of breast cancer. Point number 2 is the fast food. Like people are consuming pizza, burgers, momos, or like things like, mayonnaise, this lasagna and all that. They feel they are very special. They are like, as I already told, like Gen Z or something. Oh my God, I just love pizza, pizza, pizza. They feel they are so trendy. But the point is that just like our divine gurus, in our all the holy books, it is mentioned that we should eat the fresh vegetables, fresh fruits, freshly cooked food. Only that is the sattvic food, and this is the truth also. If we consume healthy food, we decrease the risk of cancer to a significant amount. And other than this consuming healthy food, we should also take care of drinking water, drinking coconut water, lemon water. There are different juices also, fruit juices also, which we should consume, like which are rich in antioxidants basically. Also, we should take care of vitamin D. Like vitamin D is a sunshine vitamin, so it not only decreases the risk of having bony problems, but it also good for all other body parts also. So we should also take care that our vitamin D is not less, and we should take that vitamin D sachet like once in a week for 6 weeks, and for 2 times in a year. Okay. And other than that, we should do exercise, we should do yoga every day. This is also very important to remove the toxins from our body.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So she was an expert from DMCH who highlighted the benefits of early detection, that if there is any breast cancer or whether there is any other cancer, so how early detection can prevent the cases from getting worse. And she also mentioned that how changes in lifestyle, it is affecting, it is giving increase to such kind of diseases. So one should consume healthy food, one should consume fresh cooked foods, as the message given by Dr. Jaspreet Kaur, who is assistant professor medical genetics at DMCH Ludhiana. So you are watching The Savera. Stay tuned to us for more updates. Amarpal Singh with cameraman Manoj Sidhu.